Welcome, dear listener. Tonight we embark on a serene journey, traversing the tranquil waters of an endless sea under a studded canvas of stars. Let us transport you to a serene night of quiet beauty, where the moon, in all her luminous glory, watches over the world, casting a silver glow that dances on the indigo waves of the ocean. Here, amidst the boundless expanse of water, a solitary figure named Elias gently sails his small, well-crafted boat. This vessel, constructed from aged oak and weathered by countless voyages, is his faithful companion. Every inch of it is as familiar as an old friend. The grainy texture of the deck underfoot, the familiar creaking of the mast as it sways with the wind, and the reassuring tension in the ropes that secure the sail. Elias, a seasoned sailor with a love for the sea as deep as the ocean itself, is garbed in soft, sun-bleached clothing that has come to mimic the color of the sand. Standing at the helm, his hands rest lightly on the weather-beaten steering wheel, his fingers tracing the grooves etched into the wood over time. His eyes, filled with a tranquility that echoes the calm of the sea, gaze upon the vast waters. His face, sculpted by time, sea breezes and sun rays, carries the stories of a life lived in tandem with the ocean's rhythm. Underneath him, the gentle bobbing of the boat keeps time with the ocean's heartbeat, a lullaby whispered by the sea itself. The world around him, under the soft blanket of night, seems to hold its breath, amplifying the tranquil beauty that paints the scene. The hypnotic cadence of the waves breaking against the boat creates a soothing melody, a symphony that exists in perfect harmony with the rustling of the sails. As Elias breathes in the cool night air, rich with the briny taste of the sea, he feels a profound sense of serenity wash over him. The infinite expanse of the sea surrounds him, a vast universe of water that stretches as far as the eye can see. It's a humbling realization that brings a sense of his place in the grand scheme of the universe. Yet within this vastness, Elias finds no unease, no loneliness. Instead, a deep-rooted peace wraps around him like a comforting blanket, giving him a sense of belonging. This harmonious unity, the connection between Elias and the natural world around him, is a gentle symphony of wonder and tranquility, a scene that seamlessly weaves the human spirit with the captivating allure of nature, encapsulating the essence of our story, Oceanic Dreams. As we gently float on the undulating waves of our tale, we find Elias, our solitary sailor, poised at the edge of a new adventure. The canvas of the vast ocean is laid bare before him, waiting to be traversed and painted with the hues of his journey. Elias's preparation for his voyage unfolds like a quiet dance, a ritual honed by the many years he has spent embracing the sea. The first task brings him to his beloved navigational tools. He picks up the trusty compass, its steady needle a constant in his ever-changing world. His astrolabe, worn but reliable, stands ready to align him with the celestial bodies that dot the night sky. His maps, pieces of parchment imbued with memories of past explorations, whisper tales of the many journeys they have guided. His attention then shifts to the safety gear, each piece examined with the careful eye of a seasoned sailor. The life vest, sturdy and reliable, is given a thorough check, its straps and fastenings scrutinized. His eyes scan the deck, finally resting on the bold red of the emergency flares. The touch of the first aid kit beneath his fingers further fortifies his sense of preparedness. With the safety check complete, Elias moves to the final part of his preparation. He scales the mast with the ease of a seasoned climber, his hands reaching for the rigging. The ropes, coarse and strong, come alive under his touch as he secures the sail. Once the last knot is tied, he descends, satisfaction washing over him as he surveys his handiwork. With everything in place, it's time to embark. As Elias steps towards the helm, his hands find their home on the wheel with ease. A gentle gust of wind sweeps over the deck, carrying the briny essence of the sea. It breathes life into the sails, their once dormant form billowing with vitality. The harmony of the sails rustling and the ocean's rhythmic lullaby set the score for the grand voyage that lies ahead. Guided by the moon's ethereal glow and the studded constellation map above, Elias steers his vessel into the heart of the sea. As they ride the crest of each wave, the shoreline retreats, becoming nothing more than a hazy echo of the world left behind. Excitement surges within him, his heart echoing the exhilarating dance of the waves. The open sea before him is an unscripted tale waiting to unfold, a thrilling promise of the unknown. Yet, in the midst of this anticipation, he finds a peaceful tranquility, a calm readiness to welcome the ocean's offering. As the last remnants of land blur into the horizon, the embrace of the ocean tightens around Elias. Illuminated by starlight and steered by a heart full of maritime love, he ventures deeper into the swirling indigo mystery. As the moon ascends to her zenith and night drapes the world in her tranquil embrace, Elias's journey takes a turn towards the mesmerizing. The sea around him begins to sparkle, as if sprinkled with stardust. He peers over the side of the boat to witness a spectacle as breathtaking as the celestial bodies above, a dance of bioluminescent plankton. These tiny sea dwellers twinkle like submerged stars, painting glowing trails with their movement and lighting up the sea's surface with their luminescent ballet. Suddenly, he notices the water beside his boat rippling, breaking the rhythm of the waves. A shimmering form emerges, silver under the moonlight, a dolphin gliding through the water with an effortless grace that belies the strength within its sinuous body. Soon, more silhouettes join, a whole pod of dolphins frolicking beside his boat. They leap out of the water, their bodies arching beautifully against the night sky before they dive back into the sea, leaving only circles of ripples behind. Their playful symphony of clicks and whistles pierces the stillness, a sea song that speaks of joy and freedom. Further in the distance, an immense shadow surfaces, disrupting the calm tableau. With a thunderous spout of water and mist, a whale announces its presence. Its massive silhouette, backlit by the moon, is a testament to the ocean's mysterious depths. It stays afloat for a while, as if taking in the beauty of the night, before diving back, its fluke waving a temporary goodbye, a sight that leaves Elias awestruck. As he continues his journey, he comes across sea turtles floating leisurely. Their calm demeanor contrasts with the energetic dolphins and the imposing whale, yet they exude a wisdom that speaks of countless years spent traversing these open waters. They bob their heads out, their eyes meeting Elias's gaze, a silent acknowledgement exchanged before they retreat back to their peaceful floating. In these encounters, Elias feels a profound sense of connection, as if he's part of a greater whole. His heart swells with awe for these peaceful marine creatures, who under the same moonlight share his love for the sea. He finds beauty in their unique ways, from the playful dolphins and the wise sea turtles to the majestic whale, all living in harmony with the rhythm of the ocean. Every sight, every sound, every scent of the sea further cements Elias's bond with the marine world. He is but a single note in the ocean's symphony, yet he feels an integral part of this marine melody. The luminous plankton, the dancing dolphins, the magnificent whale, the tranquil turtles, they are all threads in the rich tapestry of the sea, and he, Elias, is a thread too. His journey under the stars is more than just a physical voyage. It is an exploration of the soul. He is a sailor, not just of the sea, but of life, navigating his way through the ocean of existence, riding the waves of experience, and meeting fellow travelers along the way. As Elias continues to sail, the serenity of the night deepens. Each encounter with the marine life enriches his journey, imbuing it with moments of wonder and awe. As the harmony of nature unfolds around him, he immerses himself in the experience, surrendering to the captivating lullaby of Oceanic Dreams. As the rhythmic cadence of the sea lulls the world into a peaceful reverie, Elias finds his attention drawn to the heavens. The stars above, constant companions on his maritime journey, seem to arrange themselves into a unique formation, pointing towards a mysterious luminescence on the horizon. Like a celestial beacon, it beckons him, intriguing his adventurous spirit. Intrigued, he adjusts his course, allowing his vessel to glide towards this soft glow. As the distance lessens, the glow intensifies, taking on an ethereal quality that lights up the surrounding sea. It's a radiance not of this world, casting dancing shadows and dappled light across his boat. As he draws closer, he realizes the source of the glow. It comes from beneath the water, illuminating the sea surface in a mesmerizing dance of refracted light. Looking over the edge of his boat, Elias's breath catches in his throat. Below him, through the crystal-clear sea, a city lies submerged. Its grandeur and exquisite architecture, viewed through the prismatic lens of the ocean, present a sight of breathtaking beauty. Towers, bridges, and structures of splendid design lay sprawled out beneath the waves, their stone edifices worn by time, yet retaining their majestic essence. This was an ancient city, a civilization frozen in time, its stories and history preserved beneath the layers of sea. Magnificent domes crowned with forgotten symbols, streets that once echoed with life, arches that welcomed countless souls, all silently standing in their watery tomb. A chill of reverence passes through Elias as he gazes upon this submerged spectacle. With his heart pounding in his chest, Elias begins his exploration. Using his binoculars, he scrutinizes every detail of the city, drinking in the sight of moss-laden rooftops, ornate sculptures now home to colorful coral, and tall spires reaching up as if yearning for the world above. Each discovery sends a thrill coursing through him, his pulse echoing the rhythm of his excitement. From his vessel, he watches sea creatures weaving through the ancient cityscape, a pod of fish darting through an archway, a solitary sea turtle resting atop a weathered pillar, a play of dolphins around a sunken tower. It was as if the city had been claimed by the ocean, its residents replaced by marine life, its stories now whispered by the waves. An immense sense of awe envelops Elias, the magnitude of his discovery leaving him speechless. He's not just a sailor, but an explorer, a discoverer of secrets hidden beneath the sea. He marvels at the beauty and mystery of this underwater city, a testament to the fleeting nature of time and the enduring power of nature. The glow from below paints his face in hues of wonder, his eyes mirroring the enchantment of the scene below. As the night deepens, Elias continues his vigil over the sunken city, his mind alight with questions and his heart brimming with awe. The city beneath the waves, a silent testament to a time long forgotten, has etched its impression deep within him. As he charts this course through Oceanic Dreams, Elias realizes that the sea has many stories to tell, secrets to share, and marvels to show. And he, as a willing listener, traveler, and explorer, is there to receive them all. Under the full bloom of the moon, her silver light dancing on the tranquil sea surface, Elias prepares to embrace a new adventure. Dressed in his diving gear, he takes a moment to admire the submerged city below, its ghostly glow calling him towards it. After ensuring the anchor of his boat is secure, he takes a deep breath, saluting the moon and stars above, before plunging into the welcoming arms of the sea. The transition from the air-filled world above to the liquid universe below is surreal. The sounds of the night are instantly muffled, replaced by the pulsating rhythm of the ocean. He descends slowly, the sea parting around him, leading him towards the sunken metropolis. His heart beats in tandem with the gentle ebb and flow of the currents, a mesmerizing drumbeat echoing the ancient stories of the sea. As Elias approaches the city, its details become more pronounced. Grand old structures rise before him, their stone facades blanketed with vivid corals and swaying sea anemones. Schools of fish, dazzling in their myriad colors and patterns, dart around him in harmonious unity, leading him further into the city. He swims through archaic archways and beneath grand bridges, their stones weathered but standing resilient against the test of time. Glowing artifacts catch his eye, their luminescence adding to the city's enchanting allure. A circular emblem embedded on a monolithic wall, an ornate scepter lying half buried in the sandy floor, a beautiful statue standing tall in a grand courtyard, all bear witness to the city's ancient glory. The thrill of exploration fills Elias, each discovery offering a glimpse into the city's past. He floats through expansive courtyards, now playgrounds for marine life. He explores grand palaces, their rooms filled with the echoes of forgotten laughter and whispers. He roams silent streets, where only the currents murmur tales of the city's ancient inhabitants. Elias touches the algae-covered walls, tracing the intricate carvings and patterns etched into the stone. The cool touch of the stones under his fingers bridges the gap between millennia, making him feel a part of this lost civilization. He swims along the city's silent lanes, his bubbles the only sounds in this tranquil undersea realm. His heart fills with a sense of awe and respect for this city and its erstwhile inhabitants. Every corner, every stone, every artifact tells a story, whispering echoes of their past into his heart. The grandeur of the city, the tales etched into its stones, and the peace it now housed was like a silent story being sung by the sea itself. The exploration, far from being a mere adventure, feels like a spiritual journey, a humbling experience that connects Elias with the ancient world and its wisdom. As he ascends back to his boat, he carries with him the silent stories of the city, the experience forever etched in his heart. Back on his boat, under the canopy of the star-studded sky, Elias gazes once more at the moonlit sea that hides the ancient city beneath its waves. A sense of calm contentment washes over him as he lies back, his heart echoing with the harmony of oceanic dreams, his soul enriched by the treasures of his voyage. As Elias continues his exploration, a strange sense of familiarity washes over him. There's a peculiar comfort in the city's silence, its ethereal glow, its forgotten paths. It's as if he has returned to a place he had once known, a place that somehow speaks to the deepest corners of his soul. He feels an unexplainable connection with the city, a bond that transcends time and space, as if he and the city share a thread of destiny, a common story woven by the vast ocean. He finds remnants of everyday life that tug at his heart. There are statues, worn by the sea and time, their features faded, but their poise echoing the dignity of their subjects. Elias imagines the skilled hands that once carved them, the reverence they might have inspired in the hearts of their beholders. Now they stand silent, their proud forms a testament to the city's artistic past. Inscriptions etched into stone walls catch his eye, their mysterious symbols speaking of a language long lost to time. He traces his fingers over them, their texture rough against his touch, every groove a whisper of an ancient tale. The inscriptions, although indecipherable, fill him with a profound sense of respect for the city's forgotten scholars and scribes. Amid the ruins, he comes across pottery, simple earthenware and grand urns, their designs adorned with the marine life that now claimed the city. Elias picks up a broken piece, its once smooth surface now textured with layers of tiny barnacles. He marvels at the paradox of the object, an artifact of a long-gone civilization, now a part of the city's new marine identity. His exploration unfolds like a silent narrative, a city frozen in a moment of time. The joy of discovery is intertwined with a sense of melancholy. A city that once echoed with the hum of life now lies submerged in the sea's silent embrace. Yet, the sadness isn't overwhelming. Instead, it adds a layer of depth to his experience, evoking a sense of respect for the transient nature of existence. This blend of emotions, wonder, respect, sadness, transforms Elias's journey into a contemplative experience. As he swims among the remnants of the past, he reflects upon the ephemerality of life and the permanence of change. The city, with its frozen tales and enduring silence, serves as a mirror, reflecting his own mortality and the timeless continuum of life. As he surfaces back to his boat, the moon softly glowing overhead, Elias gazes once more upon the glow beneath the sea. His heart echoes with the pulse of the city, his soul resonating with its silent tales. As he sails onward, the ancient city becomes a part of him, a chapter in his own story, a memory etched into his oceanic dreams. With a sense of tranquil peace, he surrenders to the lullaby of the sea, cradled in the arms of the night. As the first light of dawn begins to pierce the night's cloak, Elias dives one final time towards the city. The soft glow that the city emanates merges with the approaching light, painting a picture that leaves him breathless. He gazes at the city's grandeur, its beauty accentuated by the soft morning rays filtering through the sea. The delicate dance of light on the coral-covered structures, the playful shadows on the silent streets, and the vivid hues of marine life waking up to a new day, all blend into a mesmerizing tableau. He feels a tug at his heart as he takes in this sight, a bittersweet mixture of joy and longing. With a final salute to the city and its quiet inhabitants, Elias propels himself back towards the surface. The journey upwards feels like moving through a world transitioning from night to day, from mystery to revelation. The water around him gradually changes from a deep blue to a lighter shade, mirroring the changing canvas of the sky above. Breaking the surface, he pulls himself back onto his boat, his body carrying the chill of the deep sea and his heart brimming with indelible memories of the ancient city. He anchors up, and with a deep, content sigh, he begins steering his vessel away from the city that now felt like an old friend. As he sails further, the sea transforms into a palette of vibrant colors reflecting the morning sky. The sky, like an artist lost in creation, changes from deep indigo to shades of crimson and gold. The radiant orb of the sun breaks the horizon, washing the world with a new day's warmth. The cool morning breeze brushes against Elias's face, carrying with it the salty tang of the sea. It ruffles his hair, drying the remaining droplets of the sea and filling his lungs with a sense of fresh beginnings. His eyes reflect the changing hues of the sky, his mind replaying the enchanting sights of the submerged city. The tranquil morning and the ethereal sunrise leave him with a feeling of peace and renewal. As he moves away from the city, he feels not a sense of departure, but a promise of return. The city below the waves, the silent stories it shared, the connection he felt, all have become a part of his own narrative. Bathed in the golden glow of the morning sun, Elias allows his senses to absorb the beauty around him, his heart beating in rhythm with the gentle swaying of the boat. He feels at peace with the world, carrying within him a piece of the ancient city as he sails into the bright arms of a new day. His Oceanic Dreams journey ends not with a goodbye, but with a silent promise to the sea, a promise of countless returns and endless explorations. As Elias steers his boat towards home, the sun rises higher, casting a shimmering pathway on the ocean's surface. His vessel glides over the gentle waves, as if being guided by the sun's radiant hands. The taste of the morning sea air, the whisper of the breeze, and the soft lullaby of the water against the hull. Everything feels intimately familiar, yet touched with a new sense of wonder. He reflects on his journey, his heart echoing with the silent stories of the submerged city. The grandeur of the ancient structures, the forgotten inscriptions, the sea-worn artifacts. Each memory adds a tint of marvel to his thoughts. The city now feels like a part of him, its essence interwoven with his own. His thoughts then drift to the marine creatures he encountered. The playful dolphins that swam alongside his boat, the gentle sea turtles floating lazily, the distant sight of a majestic whale breaking the surface, and the luminous trails of the bioluminescent creatures lighting up his path. The peaceful coexistence of these creatures brings a smile to his face. He feels a deep sense of connection and harmony with them, a shared love for the ocean that binds them all. The vastness of the ocean, under the star-studded night and the vibrant morning, fills him with awe. He realizes how the sea, with its immeasurable depth and uncharted realms, mirrors life itself, full of mysteries, adventures, moments of solitude, and beautiful encounters. His Oceanic Dreams journey becomes a metaphor for his life journey, Each wave a moment lived, each star a guide, each creature a friend met along the way. As Elias sails further, he watches as the city's glow recedes, becoming a soft glimmer in the heart of the ocean. He carries with him the beautiful and bittersweet memories, like precious treasures, to be cherished in quieter moments of his life. His heart feels content, his spirit feels enriched, and his connection with the sea feels deeper than ever. The story of Elias and his oceanic dreams comes to a close as his boat gracefully cuts through the sunlit waves, his silhouette framed against the bright morning sky. The tranquility of the ocean embraces him, its soothing rhythm whispering promises of more adventures to come. As the coastline of his home comes into view, Elias gazes once more at the vast sea, his heart echoing a silent thank you for the unforgettable journey. And so, under the guidance of the rising sun, he sails onward, his spirit entwined with the sea, his soul carrying the whispers of the ancient city, his heart cradling the peaceful melody of the ocean. With a deep sense of contentment and a renewed love for the sea, he returns from his journey, not just as a sailor, but as a storyteller, a guardian of the sea's secrets, and a dreamer of oceanic dreams.